Hi, I'm Jack Downton and I run the influence business. We help people raise their level of influence so they can sell themselves, their ideas and their services more effectively. Now today's tip is on the importance good communication has on the feel-good factor of your clients and customers. Now you'll say that's a no-brainer, and indeed it is, but you'd probably be horrified how poorly done it is across the board, even with organisations with swept-up communications departments. Think of it from a personal point of view. One example that really gets to me is when I'm sitting at an airport and my departure time comes and goes without any announcement. It wouldn't take much for someone just to let you into their secret, and preferably before the scheduled departure time. Another one. When clients have an issue with their invoice, how frequently is part of their irritation down to you, the supplier, and your failure to communicate? Nobody likes nasty surprises. Or it could be around boardroom remuneration when the shareholders are unhappy with performance. Or perhaps bonuses in banks substantially owned by the taxpayer. I really don't know enough about it to judge whether what the banks are doing is the best way forward or not. But let's suppose for the sake of this discussion, this really is the best path to solvency and financial stability. Then the banks have a massive communications challenge on their hands, and they've failed miserably. They've failed to convince the public. While many people object to the level of executive pay, if they were to understand that, for whatever reason, it's the best way forward for all concerned, then they will go along with it, however reluctantly. But that would mean communicating the message effectively, which just has not been done. The other explanation is that it's indefensible, in which case attempts to spin a positive message will only make the matters worse. Thinking back to my time as an officer in the Royal Marines, if I was able to communicate what I wanted to achieve, then the task was immeasurably easier for everybody. More importantly, if they understood the outcome I intended, then they were able to adjust to circumstances as they evolved. The point is that as a leader, it's easy to forget to communicate on a regular basis, and easy to overlook the importance it holds for those further down the chain. So the message is, keep talking. Ongoing issues will be addressed as a matter of course, and when you really need to get buy-in, your job will be that much easier. So, are there any tips for delivering uncomfortable messages? Yes, I've got two to share with you. Firstly, tell it to them straight and up front. Don't beat about the bush. If they're expecting bad news, nobody's listening to your preamble. So in military terms, throw the grenade and pick up the bits afterwards. Don't toss it teasingly from hand to hand before throwing it. And secondly, consider the acronym CAP. That's concern, action, perspective. Express concern for those involved, say what action you're going to take, and then put the situation in perspective. Stick to this and you won't make the fatal mistake of burbling on, which we all tend to do when we're uncomfortable. So, if you found this useful, why not subscribe now? And if you'd like to see more of our business tips, each one supported by a specially commissioned cartoon, have a look at our website.